One is to give you a perspective. It's always important to understand the backdrop under which we have performed. The geopolitical environment, the economic environment, the industry situation. Then look at how has Redington performed across various geographies in various parameters. And in conclusion, I'm just going to briefly tell you something that I've already shared any number of times before as to where I see this company move forward and what are the various things that we need to keep in mind as we continue to keep our pole position. We are operating today in about 25 markets. Much as most of the countries in the Middle East, the currency is pegged to the dollar. But in a number of countries in Africa, in Kazakhstan, Turkey, we are subject to the volatilities and the vagaries of foreign exchange. Look at Turkey. In this last 1 year, it has devalued by 17%. Nigeria by 37%. And Egyptian pound has depreciated by 45%. Believe me, it is not easy, on one hand, when you have foreign currency depreciate so steeply, and on the other hand, in some of the countries like Nigeria, where even availability of a dollar is a big problem. So how do you do commerce? Very regretfully, in UAE, where we always had, over a long period of time, by and large, a very safe, a very secure, I'm talking from a payment point of view, environment. There have been blips here and there, but never did we experience what happened in the last 6 to 9 months. Supposedly the second largest distributor in the region, the owner has fled, leaving behind huge monies payable to the suppliers as well as the banks and other financial institutions. We also have many resellers with whom Redington has had a protracted engagement. And then now, these people have simply vanished. They've gone from one day to another, leaving behind huge payables to the whole distributor community. We have also been subject to some of these challenges. But to the entire full credit of our risk management team, our credit and collection team, we managed to operate with very clear discipline, making sure that we have our credit insurance such that even during these very abnormal times, we have still managed to secure a good part of these receivables, though there is always a certain amount that you would have to take a hit. But it doesn't take away the fact that the whole market has become extremely difficult to operate. From a technology perspective, we used to say that PC is the barometer of the technology or the IT business. If PC starts to degrow 1 year, we can say that's an aberration. But if it has been degrowing for the last 4 to 5 years, that's becoming a trend. A 5.7% degrowth globally is big. Smartphone. 3 years ago, or until 3 years ago, the growth used to be a triple digit. 2 years ago, it became double digit. And now, it's a weak single digit at about 6%. So, we did in FY15 $5.1 billion, which is Redington Group. That grew to 5.4 in FY16, and that has now breached the $6 billion mark. By how much? We will know on the... Sometimes to think of a homegrown company like Redington to have come this far, it certainly feels proud. And what is even more proud for all of you is that 60% of this revenue comes from So this also has a little bit of South Asia, and Singapore is where I operate from, so a little bit of South Asia is also there. I'm not taking away the pride and joy, but yeah, that's reality. So what did we do in Metasys? We breached the 3 billion mark. So, as all of you would know, it took us 8 years to hit the first billion. It took us 4 more years to get to the second billion. And now it has taken us 5 more years to get to the third billion. But you know what? As far as the fourth is concerned, I'm not going to wait for 5 years because I'm not going to be around. So, if you want me around, you have to do it in 2 years. Right? Okay, good, but well done. Congratulations to each one of you. So, in a nutshell, we want to become a very valuable stock. I think this I presented when we completed 10 years, of listing in the capital market through satisfied customers. They clearly come first. Happy employees, very, very important. Happy employees bring happy customers who bring lots of business and profits. We want to manage our working capital very efficiently. We want to make sure that even though many times people think in distribution, it is not possible to deliver free cash flow, we will prove that wrong. We have proved that wrong for last year. And going forward, we will want to deliver consistent earnings growth year after year. As I have put in one of my mails, you want to be number one? Yes, we are number one. We have the pole position. We are thought leaders. But you have to fight every single day as though you are not. You have to think like a competitor and not like a champion. We could be one, but immediately tell yourself that the minute you can't rest on your past laurels. As I've said before, what brought you here will not necessarily take you there. So you need to fight like a competitor. With this, wish each one of you a fantastic FY18 and beyond.